Ooh, welcome everyone back to episode Fill in the Blank because I forgot of the Hey Quick Question podcast. Woo! I don't know why I did it in Aziz Ansari voice. My voice always gets louder when I talk. Hey guys, welcome back to Hey Quick Question, season 2-ish. We've had a little bit of a break, due to some unfortunate things going on. But right now, it's your boy at Your Pal Yeehaw, aka Eric Tease, with my lovely co-host. Do you want to give your ad? I was because every time I think of your ad, it's just like, is it Samara K underscore or is it just Samara K? Samara K underscore. Hi.
On Instagram.
Hi, Samara.
Hello.
Welcome back to our revival of the Hey Quick Question podcast.
Thanks for allowing me to be here again.
Well, you're kind of a part of the crew.
You could drop me.
At this point, this whole thing is dropped. This whole thing has been dropped.
Oh no.
But we're picking the ball back up.
We're
recovering. As you guys can tell, it's just us two. We're doing a duo. We're not doing a trio. The threesome isn't on right now. Our good pal Tavares. He's not doing so well right now. Hopefully he's recovering real well. So keep him in your thoughts. Hopefully by the time you guys actually get this podcast and listen to it, he'll be feeling a lot better, and he can make it to the next episode.
We miss you, Tavares.
Tavares, if you're listening, we miss you, and we very much need you to actually run this show. I really, really took for granted
how valuable,
how annoying it is to set this whole process up, and even the location, everything from start to finish about this, doing this. I'm not gonna say I hate, because I love what I do, and that is make people's day 1% better. Like, Jesus fuck, I would love if I didn't have to do all this.
You love the hosting, not the.
I love the actual
getting it together.
So the actual logistics of this, the actual orchestrating,
equipment, hardware part.
Yeah, I spent so much money on this stuff, but like, fuck, do I not care to do any of this actual stuff anymore?
I cannot. Like,
as soon as we get big time enough to where we can, pay somebody else to do this stuff,
we're doing it.
Absolutely. Yeah. So if anybody's looking to upgrade their portfolio to being producer and editor of a podcast for the low rate of
$3.99 for the moment.
Well, I was gonna say exposure. The free price of exposure to our 20 subscribers. Please let us know. Please follow us on Instagram or Twitter and message us. We'll get back to you shortly. We have nothing else to do.
Oh yeah. Video editing would be chef's kiss.
So if you could video edit as well as teach us how to record a video, top of a lot of stuff you could teach us, that'd be greatly appreciated. And we would love to pay you back eventually when we get the money.
Literally.
We're gonna start hiring producers and like editors, but like it's gonna be like owing, like we owe the mob back money. We're just gonna they're gonna start chopping off our fingers
because we can just give them IOUs and rain checks until we get paid.
We're gonna put your checks on layaway.
Literally, it'll be like, here's this check. Don't cash it for about 45 days.
45, possibly 60. Text me before you do. Call me just to make sure, or else we're both gonna look foolish.
Exactly.
But anyway, hey guys, we're back. We know it's been about 3, maybe 4 weeks since you guys have heard our lovely voices.
A solid month for sure.
And as well as our dear friend Tavares getting sick, we have had some adventures of our own. Samara, would you like to tell us what we did?
Yes, me and Eric's first time on a plane, traveled to New York.
I just want to say this first of all. Shout outs to I believe it was Delta's airline, that pilot. Fuck you. Fuck that pilot. Oh my god, what a fucking dick. Listen, so I'm sure there's a couple people, most of our listeners probably been on a plane before. For the few that have not, I don't want to say don't get on Delta. Delta's fine. I don't blame Delta. I blame the fucking driver, the pilot. I keep saying driver, like he's fucking just like like terrible fucking. But the pilot we had was an absolute dingus, pingus, schmingus head who fucking wanted to put the plane up in the air, wanted to fucking take off, going so fast. And you know what he wants to do when he gets in the air? Starts showing off for the hose. Nigga wants to do fucking barrel rolls, 360s. He's out here doing one-handed tricks on the fucking airplane. I look out on like the side on the wing. I see he's out here recording TikToks, bro. This entire it was like okay. So first time on like a real part, a little scary, but fuck, I feel like you need to do these fucking aerial tricks.
Also, for the record, it was not that bad. Both times when we flew out of Charlotte to New York and then flew from New York to Charlotte, there was turbulence and some storms that we had to pass. So he was just trying
and he ran right through. He ran through all of them.
He was just trying to regulate the plane and keep us where we needed to go. I think
he ran into all the turbulence. He saw it and said, "It's the pathway."
I think it was just a shock for Eric because he had never been on a plane before.
It's shocking that that's what pilots do.
That's not normal.
That's my point. So he should be called out for this. So Mr. Delta, don't you get it in check, all right? But anyway, Delta? I'd like to speak to her, Mr. Delta. No. Delta's my father's name. Call me Airlines. Anyway, so we went to New York. Me. Are you ready to call me your best friend?
Do you consider me your best friend?
I think I have a section of best friend. There's multiple people in my life who I consider best friend. Nobody's gonna have that singular crown because I don't think anybody in my life has that one whole like power struggle over me. But if you're not in that circle now, I can tell you're gonna be in the circle of best friends.
So I'm not now.
I was gonna say like it kind of depends. Like you gotta accept it. You know, like I can't give you a job you can't offer. Like what kind of business is that?
Very true. You do know a lot about my life.
Right.
And you gave me a chain.
Yeah. How's that chain going?
Great.
You still wearing it?
Every day.
Really? You haven't taken it off yet? That's crazy.
And in the shower. I'm gonna get a charm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Has it turned green?
No.
Oh, thank God.
And someone said the same exact thing that you said. Whereas like, I'm like, okay, so for a backstory, Eric gave me this chain because it's too long for him.
It was very like if anybody's seen me outside, I wear like just like one or two chains, small chain, under medium chain. This chain was fucking humongous chain.
Right. So I am shorter than Eric, obviously, which means it's also gonna be long, but because I am a woman and I have boobs, it works. And someone said the same exact reason, because that was your reason. And then I told someone else about it, and they were like, well, yeah, it looks fine because you have boobs.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's just going to look flat on me. It's going to go past, like, my fucking chest.
Right.
Yeah, so, like...
And you like to show your chest off.
Yeah, so, like, if I look at this, it's going to look ridiculous. But anyway, so, yeah, I gave you the... Yeah, so, we're best friends?
Sure, best friends.
All right, welcome to the...
Air 5. Welcome
to the Eric, Samara, Tavares threesome with Tavares isn't present.
I don't think Tavares considers me his best friend.
You're getting there. He only has like 4 of us. So
I would love that title.
You're definitely gonna crack the top 3 eventually. Once he kicks me out.
If I hang on long enough.
Yeah. Honestly, hang around for like another couple days. Where you'll get to the top. But anyway, so we went to New York. I got to see this girl I'm talking to. It was very good. I don't want to say the F word, but person I've been chatting with for a while. Got to hang out with her extensively. Me, you, her, and some of her friends. And we did a good amount of stuff over there in New York.
Me third wheeling.
Yeah. Did you have a good time third wheeling?
I had a great time. I didn't feel like a third wheel, which is amazing. Because normally I can sense it, but I think it was a good balance of space and things to do. Yeah,
where you guys, I tend to notice this when multiple people hang around me, they love to gang up on me for anything.
Well, me and said girl really bonded, I feel like.
Bonded over the jokes over Eric's expense.
Yes, and she's so sweet.
Yeah, sweet gal.
Sweet gal.
So we went to New York. Flew out on Thursday morning, got there, and had a great time when we landed, and our Airbnb was not ready. Was not ready yet. So you know what we did? We checked in our bags at this little local restaurant. I don't know what to call it.
Yeah, it was a cafe.
Okay, a little cafe where we just put our bags in the basement. And then we walked 2 hours just.
First of all, pause. We left our bags in. It was like Airbnb for bags basically, and it cost us $24.
Total? Was that? I thought it was more. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was
I
more.
thought you said it was 24.
It might have been, but I thought it was like probably because I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we didn't leave our bags there for that long. We left them there for what, like 2 or 3 hours?
Had to be 3 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours. Because we walked 2 hours to I wouldn't even say it's a restaurant. That's like what I would call a bodega if I knew what a bodega was.
Do you know what one is now? like, can you answer the question? Like,
We didn't go to a bodega.
so what would you
But
call?
that's what I would call a bodega because you literally just like order and go.
Well, we did. Well, you could have eaten inside.
And it was almost kind of like a store.
It was.
Yeah, I feel like that was a bodega.
Are you sure?
No.
Okay. Thank you for your honesty.
Someone confirm.
What was the restaurant called? Brothers?
Brothers Cafe.
Well, you don't think it was a cafe?
No. I feel like they're just calling things cafes that aren't cafes. But no, so we walked 2 hours to this place.
It's like multiple stops there.
Yes, it's a lot hotter than I was prepared for, and I didn't expect to walk as far as we did.
In
so
New York.
I wore thin socks.
You did not
Vans,
expect to walk very far in New York. I just want to be on the record.
Thin socks, Vans, had blisters within like 45 minutes probably.
And kept walking.
I had to stop. Okay, we stopped at a gas station for something to drink.
And we also stopped at a playground, a park.
Oh yeah, we stopped at a park to swing.
Mm-hmm.
Then I had to stop by CVS and get some oil for my hair.
Mm-hmm.
Then we stopped at Five Below so I could get a portable charger because my phone died.
That was pretty handy.
Yes, and then that was the only stops, right?
I think those are the only like actual stops.
Yeah, and then I was fading fast. I was dying because my feet had I naturally walk on the balls of my feet, which is like the part by your toes, obviously.
I love how you're just explaining. So I walk on my heels. Now I don't know if you guys know what heels are.
Not heels, balls.
I know.
Because I feel like people expect it to be like your heel, but it's literally like right below your toes. That's what hits the ground first.
So it's almost like you're tippy toe walking. You know what I mean? Like you're leading down with that part.
I don't think we are best friends because if we were, you would know that my biggest pet peeve is people that tiptoe walk.
Well, I'm not saying you're tiptoeing, but it's like when you walk, you're aiming like before your foot like reaches the ground, you're like leading it. Are you leading it downwards?
I don't know.
Do you think you lead your foot like parallel to the floor before you like reach it, like at a perfect angle?
I mean, I kind of drag my feet, so I'm not sure.
I've been told that too.
Yeah. But anyways, blisters came immediately. Eric was like, "It's not that bad," and I'm like, "It's not the walking; it's the fact that I now have blisters."
Which was due to the walking.
Right. Like an hour in, I was fine. When we got to that last hour, my feet had hurt so bad. I was so tired because I hadn't slept the night before because I panic packed, and
I also did not sleep the night before.
Yeah, we had to be at the airport at 5 a.m. Hadn't slept. I was literally just trying to get into the Airbnb so I could shower and take a nap. And what did I do as soon as we got to the Airbnb?
Shower and took a nap.
Exactly.
We did not get to the Airbnb until when? Was it even 2:00?
She let us come. I think we got there at 2. 2 or 3. Mm-hmm. No, it wasn't 3 because remember 3 was our normal check-in. Mm-hmm. We got there at like 2. 1:32.
That's right.
And then we literally passed out, both of us.
I don't remember happening after that. At what point did we order the BTS meal from McDonald's?
No.
At what point did that happen?
This was the thing.
That was the
So our goal of walking was because we were wanting something to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Once we got to I'm calling it a bodega. Someone from New York can correct me, and correct me, but I feel like that's what a bodega is. By the time we got there, I was so hot and tired, I couldn't even eat anything. And Eric was like, "You should get something." And I'm like, "I don't even want anything. I feel like I will throw up."
You got a fruit salad, right?
Yeah. So then by the time we got to the back to the Airbnb, I wanted something to eat. So I DoorDashed McDonald's.
I can't believe we went to New York just to try McDonald's.
And then we both passed out.
I had one of the McDonald's cookies. You know what? Not that bad. I ain't gonna lie.
They were pretty good.
Can't lie. I'll give them props for that one. Jim snapped on that one.
I thought they were good.
Yeah. After that, the rest of that first night went drinking.
We played games.
You know, Shorty came over. We played some games. I won Uno after a couple tries. And did we play Cards Against Humanity? We did. And I do not, at some point, I do not remember the rest of that night.
Do the listeners know that Eric Teasley is a lightweight?
I like how you put Eric Teasley when you could have just said Eric is a lightweight.
I can put your middle name on blast if you want me to.
I think you got the point across just fine. Also, lightweight's a strong word.
Okay.
As we can see, because at this point, I think we both have seen the worst of each other.
I am not a lightweight. My story is very different.
You have just seen the worst of me twice.
Okay, so let's break it down. So, I feel like you are a lightweight because every time you drink, for one, it hits you so quick.
Here's the thing. I don't think you're wrong, but you've seen me casually drink multiple times now. When we've gone out to other places, you have seen me casually drink now too. Later on, I took drink there too.
But you don't drink. I feel like it'd be different. Like
usually
a shot
in
or
a home
sip or a swig.
In a home setting, I think is different than me drinking when I'm out.
Okay, well, a shot, a sip, a swig. We all know that's not going to do anything really.
Yeah, you think a couple shots? I had a couple shots. We went to the. I can't say that on there. I can't say that part of there. Well, yeah, but you know. But you've seen me. But anyway, yeah, I think the term lightweight, I don't agree with it, but I understand. I understand it. I just simply respectfully disagree, but I understand. That happened. I don't remember how the night went. The following morning comes up around like 7 a.m. I can only say so much, but what I can say for sure is that the person in the bed with me was not happy, and I quickly left the bed to begin throwing up in the bathroom. And I was in said bathroom for, would you say 2 hours? Like in and out for like a 2-hour time span?
2 hours starting at what time?
I would say it started at like 7 to 9, somewhere between there, and then it ended probably like 7 to 8 is when it really started, and then like 2-3 hours later is when it's probably like over.
Yeah, you didn't get up and feel okay and like get dressed.
It had to be 11:30.
It was like 11:45, 12.
Yeah. Which apparently inhibited our plans for the day.
Yes, it really did. Me and old girl had a whole plan. We sat there watching Catfish, planning out the day of where we wanted to go, narrowing down the things we wanted to do, trying to get, like, we could have hit multiple spots had we gone like pre-peak hours when it's like $10-$20 more.
Mm-hmm.
But we couldn't do anything because Eric was dead for the full span of the morning, and then proceeded to get upset with us.
I just feel like you guys could have been a little more. By the time I was ready, I mean, like, why weren't you guys ready? But that's fine, I guess. I think everybody's at fault. I don't think anybody's innocent. I think it was a team environment.
Well, I'm not gonna put entitled to their opinion. Yeah, that's not how it
I don't like to put my teammates under the bus. I like to think we as a collective let each other down.
It was definitely you, and the reason that we The reason that
so
we
hard.
weren't ready by the time that you were finally getting up and getting ready is because we didn't know if old buddy was gonna have to throw up again. We didn't know if Eric was literally going to puke or need the bathroom. Like, by the time that we're like, okay, if we get up, we get ready, and we take a shower, this dude might need to throw up. What are we supposed to do? So we had to wait.
Yeah, but like, nobody knows me better than me, and when I say I'm ready, that means I'm ready. So when did I say I was ready?
11:45.
I said give me like an hour and a half.
Exactly.
And that was at like 10.
Right, and you didn't say that you were ready.
And I said give me like an hour. I would listen. So you should have listened. Should have booked around, what the kid was saying. That's all I'm trying to say. But anyway, so we did. So that was that Friday. So that Friday, what did we do? We went out to Times Square.
Mm-hmm.
What did we do? Went to a CVS so we could try to get you some ointment for your blisters.
Not ointment, Band-Aids.
Band-Aids, I'm sorry. We gotta get you some bandies for your
and we
blisters.
tried to get Eric some Gatorade.
Yeah, I was fine. I don't really need to get her at that point. Yeah. Once everything is out, it's like, what's the Gatorade gonna do?
Then we went to Sticky Fingers.
Mm-hmm. Don't get the Sticky Fingers sauce. I'm not gonna lie. The Sticky Finger, their original sauce, you can miss that. You can skip that one. It wasn't really sticky or fingering. You feel me?
I cannot. And then we went to. So we narrowed down the museum options to 2. So we went to Museum of Ice Cream in Soho, right?
Is it the Ice Cream Museum or the Museum of Ice?
Museum of Ice Cream.
That's right.
Respect on its name.
I have to remember because like every time I bring it up, it's like, which way is it? Because I always think it's just whatever I thought it was. Just think of the opposite of it.
Yeah.
So it's Museum of Ice Cream because in my head it's like Ice Cream Museum flat sounds better.
No, Museum of Ice Cream sounds more fancy.
Museum of okay.
But it was in Soho, so.
Oh.
That was horrible. So basically, it was a museum.
Museum's really a strong word.
I know. It seemed more of just like an experience.
Felt like an art gallery.
Yeah, like they did call each room exhibits.
I did not notice that.
Yeah, the next exhibit. So it's basically unlimited ice cream, and then like 14 maybe different exhibits.
And allegedly a bar, which was undiscovered by us.
Bar where we were supposed to get a free drink with our ticket.
Bitch, where?
Right. I was hyped for the drink. Didn't get a drink.
Didn't get a water.
Right. So the first thing they made us do was come up with an ice cream name, identity type deal. A lot of celebrity puns were on the wall. Eric, you want to tell them your genius ice cream name?
I came up with what I believe to be 2 of my finest works of like Eric creativity, where I just like splash reaction, like joke comedy things. I came up with 2 good ice cream based names. First one for me, Mint Chip Skylark. Everybody knows I'm a big Chip Skylark fan. Everybody knows I love mint chocolate. Mint Chip Skylark makes perfect sense. Shiny teeth and me. Second.
First of all, unrelated. Dude said that's like the most iconic cartoon.
Like fake song.
And dude doesn't even know the words. I was trying
my
to
shiny teeth that twinkle just like the stars in space.
What's the beginning?
When I'm feeling lonely. I don't know. He's feeling lonely, but listen to Bob. You know
what makes me happy.
What makes me happy. Oh, so I was right. What makes me when I feel lonely? Is that part of it?
Fills me up with glee.
Fills me up with...
Those bones in my jaw that don't have a flaw in my shiny teeth.
You know this so well, and it baffles me every time. Because like I don't know song lyrics to actual songs I listen to. I don't know lyrics. This was like a whole problem because like when I went to like karaoke for like my birthday like a year or 2 ago, I don't know lyrics. Just sing karaoke.
I feel like I never see you sing along to songs.
Because I don't fucking know them, bro. I just listen to them.
Now I know.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Yeah, so Mint Chip Skylark, that's when I came up with me. And...
So, precursor, or like, backstory, I wanted my ice cream name to be something that related-ish to being biracial, black and white, something along the lines of that.
Wow, did I come through with that part?
Yes, because
I think that was just a guess. Like I was just thinking.
I told you that though.
I know, but I know you did. But I was just thinking this. Like I gotta think of like flavors. Like I gotta think of like
Yeah.
what sounds like something.
So I wanted to be basic and just do like something swirl. Because swirl is chocolate and vanilla, of course.
Logic
And
swirl.
then, huh?
Logic swirl.
And then Eric came up with this genius ice cream name for me.
As we all know, we're all big fans of Neo, great R&B singer and songwriter from the 2000s. So we all know Neapolitan, right? Vanilla, strawberry, chocolate, easy combo. Neapolitan. Gotta add the Neo like little.
Dash
They gotta add space Politan.
EOLI.
Honestly, really should have been like another dash, like two dashes.
I think I did put a dash.
It's on her phone.
On the name tag.
It's just Neo with like another dash. Pass your phone to me. Got it. Neapolitan. Yeah, it's two dashes.
Two dashes.
Some of my best work. She did not catch her phone. She can't catch.
But no, which makes so much sense because my mom is a ginger.
Oh, she is?
Strawberry, yes.
I did not know that.
Yeah, strawberry, vanilla, and then my dad is black.
That's so random.
Neapolitan.
Your mom being ginger is so random because you don't look ginger at all.
I know. I have freckles.
I guess I could see that, but it's just, I can't see it in the,
I get it.
Can't see it in the light. But anyway, so we had that. We had a good time coming up with the name.
It's
honestly the best part of the museum was coming up with the name. I'm not gonna hold you.
And I think.
Oh, go ahead.
I think the Museum of Ice Cream is one of those museums where it's like you go for cute pics, like you go for Instagram pictures. So one of the exhibits is just like a bunch of hanging like acrylic bananas, like yellow ones, pink ones, like of course cute for a picture. One of them was like an ice cream subway car type thing, galaxy looking thing. There was like the room with all the mirrors in it, where like that couple was like making out.
Oh, I was gonna say, was that the couple? Was that absolutely the couple we saw actually having sex? Jesus, me and like another girl like
were
was
they
passing
having
by.
sex?
Allegedly, I don't want to put their business out there like that. I just saw them and I definitely saw her hands, definitely in his pants, but his pants were still on, so what do I know? But anyway, so I definitely did see that, but
I didn't know that.
Everything else, the rest of the things included. There was a slide and we went down.
Oh yeah,
that slide was pretty cool.
It was kind of scary. It went pitch black and I was like,
definitely, yeah. That was cool.
What else was there in that one?
All I remember, like in between,
they had swings. They
did have another swing set. There was a pool pit, but it was like sprinkle pit.
The sprinkle pool.
Yeah, that was
fun.
That was all right. Definitely got sprinkles thrown at me. In there, I'm not gonna name names.
There was also a guy in there that was organizing all the orange sprinkles in
a
pile.
It was so weird, but it was like, wow, how long you've had to have been there for like 20 minutes doing this, sir. Go ahead. At least 25. Go ahead, buddy. I forget his name. Yeah, overall, Ice Cream Museum, I'd give it like a solid 6. Solid 6. How much was it? How much was the ticket?
It was like $35, $40.
And this is like at what, like 8 o'clock? 7 o'clock?
7:30. And we were there for an hour and a half.
Yeah. So that was okay.
I thought it was nice. I got cute pictures. Free ice cream.
It wasn't free. We paid for the. Free is a strong word. Yeah.
Unlimited.
Yeah.
Ice cream. So.
That was cool. Next up on the New York trip, we went to the Sex Museum.
Museum of Sex.
Museum of Sex, like I said, thank you. Which was, where was that at?
I feel like Manhattan.
I wanted to say Manhattan, but I thought, okay.
I think Manhattan.
Yeah, so we went to
somewhere around.
Again, our fans will correct us because I think a good amount of our fans like New York or are from New York.
We'll Google it.
No, we won't. So we went to Museum of Sexual Intercourse. Got that ticket. About a $40 ticket. More fun. If any of you guys follow me on Instagram, you definitely saw some of the things we saw in there. The very first room was just exploring like items
It was like old timey vibrators, sex dolls, merkins,
furry masks.
Yeah, and like sex almost like not really torture device, but more like old school BDSM type vibes. And I think they have some
No,
condoms.
and they also look like torture devices. I'm not gonna lie.
Literally,
Definitely saw some. Definitely saw like pubic hair
yeah.
thrown up, just like, but like very, very.
Merkin. That was
Yeah,
a merkin.
is that what you called it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a pubic wig.
Honestly, unimpressed.
And then they
Unimpressed. It was very small.
they had this sex toy. I don't know if you saw it, but it was literally like a mouth. It was like all three parts just on one thing.
All three parts of what? Of like a
the body, every hole.
Okay.
Well, not every hole, but the three main holes.
Right.
And it was like the anatomy was weird because it was
all just on like one level.
It was literally like, okay, if you take a girl's like butt from the back, but then
but like
the mouth,
but
was
along
like,
the side, yeah.
The mouth was like, if it's this, it was here. The mouth.
Mm-hmm. She's demonstrating to me with my hands, like you guys can see it.
Like the mouth was here.
She's using her hands in like a little like heart circle.
Well, if you're saying like, if you would say like, okay, I'm hitting it from the back, but it's a mouth.
She looked at me like she looked at me that like, yep, I nailed the comparison. Got it.
Because it was a mouth, like tongue, mouth, hole, everything, not like a.
On a scale of 1 to 10, if you saw a man using this, how would you be disgusted?
I would be uncomfortable.
Like if you knew.
I would just be like, the anatomy is wrong.
Like if you knew somebody that used that, would you look at them any differently?
I would just be like, are you cleaning it?
What do you tell you cleans itself? There's a good amount of men's sex toys that are supposed to be like self-cleaning. So
ain't no way.
With the process, I mean, like maybe not that one, but like what if he told you like, I got a special one. It's self-cleaning now. I just gotta put in like the Tide Pod and it goes to town. Put in a little detergent and I'm good to go.
Show me the proof.
Show the process?
Yes.
No, I don't think you would.
Anyways, so that was the first room. The second room was the masturbation room.
I thought the second room was like the videos.
Yeah, masturbating.
Oh, I guess so. You're right.
It was like a feminist.
I was thinking of the room where it just went over like
the commercials and stuff.
Yeah, and music.
That was the last one.
Okay.
So the second room was like a feminist, like masturbating room. So they had videos playing of old women showing other women how to masturbate.
Bear Burger.
Ew. And there were a lot of pictures, art, like feminist sex art, kind of like women dominating men, and yeah. So yeah. And then the third room was like how sex is portrayed in media. So just a lot of like porn videos, sex in movies. I think they have like a Brokeback Mountain one.
Mm-hmm.
Like some commercials, nip slips, all that kind of stuff.
Really disappointed I didn't see Nelly's tip drill video somewhere in there. Because that's honestly the one I think of the most when I think of like sex and like music. It's the one I think of the most. But yeah, it was mostly just going through like histories like the 70s, 80s, and 90s of how sexual media changed over time and how they just began to like change, but like slightly change. How it was just it was always really mostly focused on women.
Yeah, because they showed the Hardee's Carl's Jr. like burger commercials with like the women in Daisy Dukes and stuff, like going to town on a burger.
Yeah, honestly, burgers overrated too because those burgers aren't that good.
And they're expensive.
Ain't they expensive for not that great?
Yeah.
I could just go. I want to say, I could go to 4+1 Guys and get that, and get a better burger.
And you probably pay less.
I don't know actually. Wait a minute. The 4+1 Guys? Nah, they tripping.
So the fun part when we got to the end of the break, that one was more museum vibes for me because it was just like reading, learning, whatever, artifacts, all that. Then we got to the fun part, which was an erotic carnival at the Museum of Sex. So the first thing we had to do was watch a video kind of about how circus life back in the day was more freaky, more erotic than they try to make it seem. So a lot more sex was involved than I guess what is portrayed now.
Much better, much more interesting than what the circus is nowadays. Is the circus still going on these days?
Yes.
Like the circus, like when I think of
and
the
it's mostly animals and like trapeze.
I just, yeah. On my head, I just think of like, okay, they're gonna throw an elephant. They're gonna show me an elephant. They might have a bigger cat walk on some trapeze things.
Yeah.
And they're gonna have like death defying like acrobatics,
Fire.
and they're gonna tell me to hold my claws a lot.
But
So,
I think a lot of people protest the circus just because they know how
the animals, yeah, shitty animals
nowadays.
Yeah.
But
Almost as bad as like the petting zoo at fairs. I'd argue. Another story. God, don't go to a petting zoo in a fair.
So we get through the doors, and the first thing we see is just like glass mirrors everywhere. It's like kind of like a tunnel that we go into, and there are like some displays there. You can kind of like look into like miniature displays, like circus related or whatever. So when you go inside, it's a bunch of carnival games. It was honestly a good deal because your ticket covers you playing each game once, so you don't have to pay extra for the game. So they had what games did they have?
There was like there was a racing one where you shot
It was like skee ball.
Yeah.
But it was like every time the ball went into the colors, like the
the
horse moved
further.
Yeah.
It was a race between you and like 4 other participants.
Yeah. And then what were the other ones?
Well, crane game.
The claw machines.
Yeah. Did not win. Got really close. Didn't win. Still a trap.
And then they had they also had a slide.
Yep. Did you take the slide?
No.
You did not. You should have taken the slide. There was a mechanical bull.
There was the bull.
Yeah. The girl in front of me, terrible at it. Me right behind her, amazing at it.
You stayed on the entire time.
Oh my god. I ride like a beast. That's all I can tell y'all.
And there was a siren type game where you basically were fisting a siren like a mermaid until she gave you a love potion.
I'm not gonna lie, long time.
Yeah.
Long time.
Oh, so long.
My god. It's almost like it was a real woman. Jesus Christ.
My arm
be done already.
worn out.
Come on, I got places to go.
Literally. And then we cannot forget the Tunnel of Love. So
which was not a tunnel.
So me and Eric were literally like boats in water.
that was
swans.
When we read the description of it, our first thoughts of Tunnel of Love is you get on a boat and you ride down. Probably in my head, I thought it would just show you like different ideas of like love or like through sex.
Yeah.
And no, we didn't get that at all.
So we were waiting in line for the Tunnel of Love experience, and it's like the 4D seat. So if anybody's been to like Carowinds when SpongeBob,
no, the person comes out and says like, yeah, so welcome to Tunnel of Love, where it's a 4D movie, short film. I guess like it's just a little quick video. Do you want to explain what the video is?
Of an orgy.
Bam. No, where's the tunnel or the love?
So, if anybody remembers Carowinds had a SpongeBob 3D ride, it's like those seats that move. So we go and sit down, and
I was moving.
It's like this crazy, like psychedelic orgy where like you're going through people's mouths, they're coming out of people's mouths. It's like a full orgy. Seats are moving. I mean, like, bottom of our seats are moving. Like, you might as well be getting penetrated.
Yeah, you're getting fucked. You're getting
literally.
fucked.
Literally.
Would recommend.
And it was like 7 minutes.
No, it was like 3. It was a music video.
I think they said it was 7 minutes.
It could not have been 7 minutes.
Maybe the circus thing was 7 minutes.
Yeah, there's no way that thing could have been 7 minutes.
It was probably like 4 minutes.
Ain't no way I'm lasting 7 minutes of my ass getting fucked. There's no way.
3 or 4 minutes.
There's no way. You built different because I.
Can I take this chair home?
Yeah. How much?
Literally.
So that was that.
Orgasm I've ever had.
It's the only one I've ever had.
Yeah, and like it was like full finish and everything. You know, at the end, like they were all
finish is excessive. I posted at the very beginning of this on my Instagram. It was like I think I just typed in like going through an orgy, guys. Watch out. Instagram moved that so quickly. They removed it so quickly. Everything else I posted in the sex museum stayed up, but they saw orgy and said like, "Get that out of here. Get that nonsense stuff out of here, kid."
Literally. And then we ended through a sex shop, and that was the Museum of Sex.
That was Museum of Sex. I think that was better. 7.5, maybe an 8 out of 10.
I would definitely give it. with the erotic carnival, I would definitely give it an 8. The only thing I don't like about the museums there is like, and it took my brain like a minute to process that like New York has to build up, not out.
Yes.
So the Museum of Sex was like 4 flights of stairs.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, I guess if you're gonna have a museum, it's just I build the building up because all we're gonna do is
ice cream was the same. It was like 4 floors.
Yeah.
Whereas like when you think about if you go to
probably like 3. It was probably like 3 because there was definitely less stairs.
If you go through the like a museum here, it's
It's all width. You got there's 2 stories.
Space.
There's 2 stories, but you
got space. You could see where But I thought it was fun. It was a good time.
After that, we had just backstory. So the first time we were there, we had pizza. You know, we tried some New York pizza from a local spot. Awful. I'm gonna say this off rep. So from this New York trip, if I had to base like what I think of New York pizza as, I'm gonna say this: all the food in New York I've had was good, except for the first pizza spot I had. And all I can say is my opinion of pizza of New York is that it is pretty good. It is still not special so far. From everything I've tried, it's not. I'm not enjoying all this hype y'all giving it. All right, y'all just having pizza.
Literally, and I feel like.
And we had pizza after the Sex Museum from like a spot like really close to where the museum
was. It was like $2 slices.
Yeah, and that was better than the fucking pizza we had the other day.
Yeah. And it was so bad. Like I know most people don't like Chuck E. Cheese pizza. I personally do.
When was the last time you had Chuck E. Cheese pizza?
Was it a while?
Was it like one of your family members? Was it like?
It was a while, but I was definitely an adult.
Okay.
And I feel like that was.
Did you go just for the pizza?
Horrible. I went for the games.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But yeah, it was worse than. If you don't like Chuck E. Cheese pizza, this is like 10 times worse than Chuck E. Cheese pizza.
Yeah, that's just probably to get the name. We don't want to publicly shame them in case they ever want to sponsor us.
Yeah, because then we love it.
Yeah, we love
10 out of 10.
Thank you. The pizza place that will remain unnamed until we get sponsored.
Literally. On the topic of food, we also had bagels.
Mm-hmm. That bagel's pretty good, I'm not going to lie.
From someone that eats bagels regularly, it was probably the best bagel I've ever had. Yeah. Because the bagels here, like, okay, the bagels there, it's like soft and like, yeah, it's like soft on the inside, like crispy on the outside. But the bagels here are just chewy and hard.
That is true, yeah.
And that bagel was thick.
So
the 2 C's.
That was okay. So we had the pizza at the end of that Friday night. Saturday night, I don't remember what we ended up getting on Saturday. So Saturday day, I went out shopping and
we had bagels.
Yeah, so that was the beginning of it. We had the bagels. That was really cool.
Then we got food truck.
We had food truck.
And then we took a nap.
Got some halal or so challah, as I like to say. That was the time I went to Brooklyn, deeper into Brooklyn. So I did some shopping. Went to the Kip store, not the one in Dover Street. I forget where in Brooklyn that was in. Went and saw, just really passed by the Barclays Center. That was cool. Went to about like 5 or 6 different sneaker stores, maybe 7. Ended up buying like 3 pairs of sneakers. But I didn't buy one until like fucking an hour later because I couldn't find. If you wear a size 11 in sneakers in New York, you're fucked. If you wear a size 11, whatever you want is out. and if you want the shoes that do have a size 11, they're probably hideous. So the best advice I can give you if you wear a very specific like popular size 10 through 12, stop wearing those sizes. Get bigger feet or get smaller feet. Don't pick in between. But that was cool. I wish there was. You know what? I could probably get the sneakers I got from there online, but I think there's probably the options they can get to get the same sneakers here are probably more plentiful over there. So that's cool. Got the food truck later that night. Went out to what do we do that night? Was that when we went out to the bar club?
We went to a Dominican bar in Brooklyn, right?
We were in Queens. I think that was deeper in Queens. I think at that point that was like the beginning of Queens.
Our Airbnb was in Brooklyn.
Yeah, but it was going towards Queens, and I think now. So yeah, it was probably still in Brooklyn at that point.
Yeah, because we went to Queens.
It was like 3 blocks. It was like 3, 4 blocks away.
Yeah.
Do you want to describe what happened to you that night?
Sure. So my goal on this trip was I was joking with everybody.
Everybody being me?
And people at work that I wanted to black out every single day. Because this was my first vacation.
Bus.
In a year.
City.
Since starting this new job.
Bus.
So every time I would call Eric for updates, I would be Lady Gaga in that interview, bus, club, another club, no sleep.
No sleep.
Bus,
Trade. Plane. Another bus.
Another club. Another bus. Another club.
No, we did not do that.
We did not. So on Thursday, I bought 2 bottles, determined to finish both of them by the end of the trip, which wasn't crazy because we were there for 4 days, but I knew Sunday I wasn't going to be drinking because we had a flight to catch, and then Thursday I didn't know what we were going to do, but definitely one of those days I wanted to go out. So Saturday, after we went shopping and we took a nap, we got up, started getting ready, whatever, and started drinking. Was fine. Red, white, and berry Smirnoff, cran grape, slaps. Perfect combo. Fine. I'm getting ready, still drinking. I'm cool. We're figuring out where we're going. I'm still fine. I take my cup, my 2 cups, I'm double cupped up at this point, to walk to the bar.
Oh, I was going to say, we were out of the Airbnb now. Now we're actually walking towards the bar.
Yes.
Club.
Double cupped up, walking to the bar, and I'm fine. We're listening to throwbacks, living my best life. We get closer. I basically.
It's like a 25-minute walk.
Yeah, it said it's like 15 minutes.
Was that really? I felt longer.
Yeah, I did. We were also walking slow. Not from New York, so.
Every time I looked behind, I was just like, wow, you're going to get left in the dust.
Literally. So, yeah, I'm fine. Double cupped up, living the dream, whatever. We get there, we get to the table, nobody comes and helps us. We're getting ready to go. And the owners, I guess, the people that work there, they offered to buy us a drink because we were waiting. That was fine. What my downfall was the hookah that was ordered for the table.
You think that was it?
I know it was. So for me personally, it probably is a fact. But for me, when I drink, I naturally want to hit a vape.
Really?
Black and mild. Yeah, black and mild. Hookah, whatever.
Weirdo.
But that's the problem because when you're doing that, the alcohol rushes to your head basically. The alcohol hits harder because, I don't know, blood flow, oxygen, I don't know. So I'm hitting this hookah like there's no tomorrow.
Like you're one of them?
Literally. Next thing I know, I'm like, first of all, they bring our drinks to the table. I take a sip, drinks on the floor.
As I look at you, throughout a whole 30-minute span, every time I look, your head gets progressively further back.
Yeah.
And your eyes fall lower down once every 5 minutes. I know it's just it gets lower and lower.
Yeah. So I take a sip of my drink. Don't know what happened next. Drink spilled on the table, spilled on the floor.
Yeah.
Drink gone.
You were there for that.
My eyes were closed at that point. I wake up to old girl lifting my glass back up off the table. So everything is fine. We're fine. And then I just start to feel very dizzy. So I'm leaned up against the wall with my head down. I'm leaned up against the table with my head down. I'm I need to go to the bathroom, which I didn't tell you this, but I was sitting in the bathroom, literally nodding out in the bathroom.
No, I didn't hear that.
Hands on the wall, just I'm about to fall out for real. It's when you're looking in the mirror when you're drunk and you're just this is really my life right now.
That's never happened to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, every time I've gotten drunk, if I've gotten drunk enough, I'm not there anymore. At some point, it's just where am I?
Well, I remember I went to the epicenter with my friend and I drank a lot very fast. Or I didn't drink that much. I was drinking ciders, but I had a lot. like 6
Okay.
over the span of like maybe like an hour and a half,
I
2
think
hours.
they're gonna say 2 minutes.
No.
You're gonna say I downed them, down them, down them.
No, but they were cheap. They're like $4 or $5, whatever. But I remember like we went to the bathroom and I was literally just like literally in my own world, just like this is really my life. Anyways, so old girl's like, "Do you want a chair?" I'm like, "No, I'm not a wimp. I'm fine. I don't need a chair." She gets a chair anyway. I sit down and I feel like I'm gonna puke. I know that's all I need to do is puke and I'll feel better, but I can't. So I go outside. And of course, I'm trying to be Miss Independent. They're like, "Do you want me to go with you?" I'm like, "No, I'm
you
fine.
want me to go? You want to help? You want me to help you? You want me to
like,
hold your hair?
I'm fine." So I go outside. I'm sitting at the table.
You say this as you're like stumbling past.
Literally, I'm barely walking. I'm like kneading the wall to keep me afloat at this point. I'm sitting at the table, and this is how I know that I was really drunk because I was just texting people I should not have texted. I'll just keep it real.
It's like 1 a.m. too.
Yes.
I think we got there.
Even
12.
worse.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting at the table. I'm all fine. Whatever. Next thing I know, I get up. I go sit on the curb. And I'm like fully nodding out. I cannot keep myself up. I'm like falling forward, backwards, side to side, whatever. And that is when I basically fully black out. I don't remember what happened until y'all were helping me to the chair. I don't know how much time went by.
That was like a solid 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah. I was black. I don't remember. I really don't until the guy came out and was like, "Let's get her in a chair." So, which also, every time I tell the story to people, they're like, "In the streets of New York?" Oh my gosh. And I'm like, I had people with me, but
in the streets of New York.
I'm like, do I remember that point in time when I was at on the street curb? No, at all. So,
do you remember when you got to the chair? When you were on the chair and the guy had given you the jacket, his own jacket.
Yes, that sweaty, disgusting jacket. And I remember you trying to hold my neck up and me pushing your arm away.
Yeah.
And you're like, "I'm trying to help you so you don't hit your head on the wall."
Yeah.
And once you brought the Gatorade.
Also want to say this. So, old girl, and I think you said I need Gatorade. She's like, "Hey, go get some Gatorade." Okay. So wait, where's the nearest store? And I asked the guy, I guess the owner of the cruise I worked there. He's like, "Yeah, it's 2 blocks down. Just go straight down. If you don't see it straight down, just know to take a right. It'll be a half a block down." It's 1 a.m. at night. It's 1 a.m. at night in Queens. I have Brooklyn. I have no idea where the fuck I am.
But you came back so quick.
So what is relatively? So were you awake at that point? Do you remember how much time it was?
I mean, it felt fast to me.
Okay, this is 1:20 at night. I had no fucking idea where I was. He said walk down 2 blocks. I just started walking. So I recorded a video of just I remember I just said look at the video. "Hey guys, it's your boy Eric here. It's just out in Brooklyn. 1 a.m. They told me to go get Gatorade, so I'm gonna go get Gatorade. Hopefully I don't die. Hope you guys never see this video. See y'all later." And I didn't see the video, so that's pretty good. But it's fucking frightening. It's frightening to be out at night in general. Because I'm not gonna lie, ain't nobody like darkness like that.
Right.
But to be in a place I'm not familiar with, what? Fuck you out here in fucking Brooklyn?
Literally.
Ain't nobody got my back?
Yeah.
Yo.
And
yeah.
I remember before when I was still inside, them trying to force feed me water. Because at that point, I had spilled my drink. So I just started drinking old girl's drink. It was my drink.
Boy, you started just stealing somebody's drink?
Literally. And anyway, so I'm outside. The guy comes. He's like, "You need to drink this Dominican trick." It was Red Bull, a little bit of Red Bull, and sugar water. It was I think what had happened because I had some of it. It tasted like something I had gotten sick on before, and alcohol smells really trigger me. So
the smell of alcohols.
If I've gotten sick from it.
Okay.
So I was not having it. I don't know what it tasted like. It tasted disgusting. Anyways, so I'm in the chair. and I thought I was sobering up because I got really, really cold. The guy gave me his jacket. It was disgusting and sweaty. I was like, "You can have this jacket right back." And then I was still kind of like nodding out, and I think y'all were scared because it looked like I was nodding out basically.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't sit still, and I was like, my head was falling back or falling forward, and whatever. Um, so by the time you came back and brought the Gatorade, they had said that the color was returning to me. My color was coming back, and I said, "What color do I have to lose?" And then
I don't remember that joke.
I probably said it after because I feel like I'm not that funny when I'm like I felt like that was funny, and I feel like at that moment I was not trying to be funny.
No, I don't think so.
And yeah, so I told them I was like, just let me go home. I know I need to throw up. Once I throw up, I'll be fine. I'll take an Uber back. Y'all stay. Which y'all being the angels that you are, were like, I'm not leaving you here by yourself. Or I'm not letting you go by yourself. I was like, I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't want to ruin y'all's night. Whatever.
Did you know the address?
Nope.
But
But
so we go home. Where?
I probably would have just let y'all plug it in and just found my way, I guess. Because I was like, I cannot walk back. I cannot take that 15-minute walk back. Especially if someone sees me stumbling.
Yeah.
In an area I don't know.
Yeah.
So we get to the Airbnb. Immediately, I'm like changing clothes, throw up. Immediately. And felt fine. I was like, I'm good, guys. I'm going to bed. And I went to sleep. Don't remember going to sleep, but I went to sleep. Woke up, threw up all the Gatorade I had drank, plus like the 3 chips out of that bag that I ate.
Yeah, I also got you a bag of chips. Also, shout out to old girl's friends who came and ate the rest of those chips. So disrespectful. How do you just walk into a place that's not yours and just eat the food that's also not yours? Great people. Who does that?
I cannot.
Awful. Real bold. New Yorkers, bold as hell.
Literally.
Either it was her friends or the roaches. It's one or the other.
And then I felt so bad. I didn't eat until 3 or 4 p.m. because I was scared. I didn't want to throw anything up. I was like, timing my water. So like every 30 to 45 minutes, I would drink a sip of water to make sure I could hold it down. And then we had to leave the Airbnb at 11. I literally don't even brush my hair, put my sunglasses on, and I'm sitting in the car with the window rolled all the way down as we're driving with my head sticking out the window. Great times. No regrets, honestly.
No regrets. Nothing to regret so far.
I mean, when I think about blacking out on the side, like the street curb by the sewer drain, do I get a little concerned? Yes. Am I more concerned that you said that was 10 to 15 minutes?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, because it did not get that long. And by the time they were picking me up to get in a chair, it seemed like seconds. So the fact that it was anything more than minutes is kind of concerning. But hey, you know, it is what it is.
That was Saturday night.
Yeah.
Sunday night.
Way to go out with a bang. But go ahead.
Sunday, that's the day we're leaving. We end up visiting other parts of New York, just driving by. We get food from a local spot in Elmont, I believe. And we go to one of the malls so I can get my homie a fitted from Lids. Got myself a little hat. Tried doing a little bit more sneaker shopping. That wasn't successful. What else? My friends back here in Charlotte who are from New York told me, yo, Eric, while you're out there, can you get us back some Jamaican patties? All right, cool. I go do that. I go to Jamaican Flavors in Queens, and I get six patties, 5 for them, 1 for me. I didn't get the whatever fucking stupid bread is called, the doughy bread. I didn't get that. They told me I messed up and I get it, but I didn't get it. I get I got the patty, regular, beef patty with cheese, and I see Shorty handling the food, brings out my patty, and I see her take the Kraft Singles cheese, takes the Kraft Single cheese, stuffs it aggressively in the patty. I see that and I'm just bringing There's no way. Ain't no way this good. Ain't no way this could be so good. There's no way, bro. I just saw.
It's a craft single.
There's no way. I've never had a crop single in my life and thought whatever was in it was good. There's no way. It was like a 7, 8 out of 10. It was really good. That's the best beef patty I've ever had. So there's that. That was a quick little thing. That was cool. I get hop on the flight around like 7.
It's like our flight was like 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spend like an hour just trying to get to our part of the airport. Also LaGuardia.
Yeah.
We flew into LaGuardia Airport. Flew out of JFK. LaGuardia. Yeah, it kind of sucks. I can see why everyone says it. Really,
But it didn't seem as hectic as JFK.
It did not.
I feel like
Because I think probably because it sucks. She's gonna be able to detail from there.
I feel like JFK was like very overwhelming. Not horrible, but it was a lot of people. It took us it only took us like an hour to get through, 45 minutes, which was like the same time for Charlotte. I think it took us like 40 minutes. But yeah, I mean it was cool,
New York overall cool place.
I liked it.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of things to do and not enough time. Like you never feel like you have enough time. And I feel like we did something every day. I also needed a nap every day. By the time we got back to the
I can say that about
I
can say that about my regular life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we actually had the time to nap. Normally I don't have the time.
Yeah. Overall, that was a really cool trip. All I can really say about New York is that it's a very interesting place. There's a lot of life and culture in it. God, I would not want to live there, bro. That shit is also gross, and
it's so dirty.
And I hate the idea. I hate the giant concept of how it functions. It's because everybody on top of each other. You can't get around unless you're using one of their public transportation systems. Because if you're driving, all you're doing is driving into traffic. Because oh my fucking god, it's too much. It's too fucking much.
I think for me, it's very dirty, and I think
just flat out.
Yeah, and I think like at least I know for me, like I was putting on hand sanitizer so much. Just like we get on the subway, we get off, I'm putting hand sanitizer on. We go into a store, we come out, I'm putting hand sanitizer on. Because for one, me and Eric are vaccinated. We still wore our masks.
Woo. They just put my information out there, huh?
Sorry. But I still felt the need to use hand sanitizer because it was very dirty. And I don't like, it's too many people. Too many people, like you said, on top of each other. It's like very overcrowded. Which, if that's your vibe, then that's fine. It is a lot to do, but I feel like for me,
I don't understand how it could be. I don't know how it could be anybody's vibe. I don't get it.
People love it. People love New York.
I think you have to be from there to love it because I couldn't imagine just waking up and then that just being my life.
But do people from there even really like it? Because think of how many people from New York live here now.
I think people like saying they're from New York more than they like being in New York. I'm not gonna hold you. But that was our New York trip. That was cool.
Good time.
Speaking of New York, we did also book our tickets to Rolling Loud.
Ooh.
God.
We should have did drum roll, please.
Drum roll. I can't top the thing. That picked up. We're going to Rolling Loud 2021 New York. So we're gonna go back there at the end of October.
At the end of October, Halloween weekend.
Yeah. So I was thinking about that, bro. If we're gonna go there, should we get like Halloween costumes too?
Absolutely.
When is Halloween?
Sunday. The 31st.
Well, that's after the festival.
Yeah, but Saturday is the day before, and nobody gets drunk and has Halloween parties on a Sunday. So we're gonna get drunk.
Are you sure?
And
we
wear
can do
Halloween
that.
costumes on Saturday while we're at the festival.
Do you have any ideas on what costume you're gonna wear? I was supposed to at my job. We've floated around the idea of like all the people I'm in a group with wearing Power Ranger costumes, but I'm not gonna be there now.
You can still wear it.
I guess I never got it. You know,
yeah.
and
I'm thinking
that's probably a good time to actually start thinking about this now.
Yeah. And I'm thinking New York in October, it'll probably be very comfortable weather.
You think so? I can't wait for us to get rained out.
I mean, I went to a festival in Texas in the summer. It was in October. And so it was 2 weekends, Austin City Limits. So they have weekend 1, weekend 2. We went to weekend 2. Weekend 1, it was 100 degrees every day. Weekend 2, it rained and it was 30 degrees every day. Until the last day, it was 50 or 60. But I think we should wear costumes. I'm excited to see Chief Keef.
It's
Very,
everybody.
very excited to see Chief Keef.
Is that the third? I'm looking at the lineup right now. Thursday, we got headlined by 50 Cent. Guys like Lil Uzi, Gunna, Dirk, Gucci, Jack Harlow, whatever. Polo G, Moneybag, Joey Badass, big name. Wow, big name starting off on Thursday. Friday, we got J. Cole and Lil Baby, Cart. Wow, these are wow. Kodak, Rick Ross, Yachty, Ski Mask, Wale, City Girls, for the
Ski Mask?
Yeah, Ski Mask gonna be there. Moray's gonna be there. 4'2" Doug. Fuck, Spinal God. I'm a side.
Is YNJ gonna be there?
Yes, that is. He is. That's Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. Real small font they gave YNJ. Real small font to get the coochie, man. You know, I don't really respect that.
I wish Lil Skies was on there.
I do not. Thank you.
But I'm excited. I love Ski Mask. So I'm excited for Ski Mask.
Oh my God, Nav's gonna be there. Oh my fuck, the brown boy himself. Oh my God, the pretzel man. You know what? See, let me check this out. Let me see. Let me go to their official Instagram. But
I didn't look at the lineup enough because that's amazing.
Who is the most excited person you really see? Oh gosh, she dropped something. Oh, she's getting your phone right now.
Hold on, let me pull it up again.
Yeah. Go ahead and get it. So where would I see it at? Because I tried to find their Instagram. Okay, I found the post. I see it. As of right now, we have Nav, Rod Wave, Sheck West. Wow,
who?
Sheck West still that big? Wow, really?
Sheck West.
That's crazy. Young Dolph and his partner in crime, Younger Dolph, Key Glock.
Oh gosh, okay, wait. Who are you most excited for?
Honestly, I in my heart, I think it is to see whatever tribute they have for Pop Smoke. Because I really do believe they're gonna have some form of hologram, some type of something's gonna happen with Pop Smoke. But oh my God, Asian Dolph's gonna be there. What?
They should have Corday.
Oh my God, Kenny Mason's gonna be there. Our friend was just telling me about him. These are names. Wow.
These are names.
Stunning for Vegas, North Carolina zone. Fuck. T Grizzly and his Rumble Stumble ass.
I like him. He's cool.
What we got here? Young and Ace. Oh my God, who I smoke? Oh my God, I can't wait to get that live.
We got
BFP the Pac-Man. Oh my God, Flo Millie, Rico. Oh my, Fetty Wap. I didn't even notice Fetty Wap was on Thursday. Literally. Fetty Wap's name is bigger than Rico Nasty. Who is doing this?
Fetty Wap has a new album that's really good. Thank you.
Fetty Wap's name is bigger than Rico Nasty. What?
Because he has a good album. Okay, so I'm gonna be.
Fetty Wap's name is not.
I'm excited. Okay, let me put my 2 cents in. I've seen Travis Scott before, but that's cool.
Is it impressive?
It was really good, actually. I saw Lil Uzi before. That was cool. And Gucci Mane. I'm excited for Chief Keef, for sure. I'm excited for Young and May, Fetty Wap, Rico Nasty, Young Dolph, and Key Glock. Ski Mask, of course. I maybe a little Yachty. I don't know. And Roddy Ricch, I guess, just to say I've seen him. I'm low-key excited for NLE, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, the Hood Tarzan?
Yeah.
What if he doesn't come out to perform with you? He just comes out and just starts giving his homegrown remedies.
I cannot.
He started bringing out his plants. He starts naming
it. My cucumber's beautiful and growing. My watermelon's beautiful and growing. He
just starts gardening in front of a live audience.
Literally. And I would see Moneybag Yo. And I would want to see So Fago just for that one song that I like.
I wish I knew who that was. God, I feel old.
Wale's probably cool.
I could go without that. Lil Baby, my favorite rapper.
I want to see Nav for sure.
Of course, everybody wants to see Nav, bro.
Yes.
That's the hottest brown boy out.
And I want to see
better than the Beatles.
I want to see YNJ.
Of course, everybody wants to see the Coochie Man. Oh my God.
I would see Lil Uzi again. I would see Gunna, I guess. Kodak, sure.
These really are some big names.
Maybe Playboy Cardi. Of course, J. Cole. 50 Cent is probably gonna be lit.
I really don't know about that. 50 Second Performance.
I would play 21 Questions. That's my song.
Duke Deuce gonna be there? Oh my, wow. Duke Deuce?
What was that?
Duke Deuce, come on now. Come on, bro. Everybody knows Duke
Who are
Deuce.
you most excited to see? I went on my
Most excited to see, honestly, I'm really wondering, like, it's really good. It's whatever they do with Pop Smoke. Because they can't do nothing. Something's gonna do. It's gonna be pretty
Okay,
fun.
they might do nothing, so disregard Pop Smoke. Who
don't-
else?
You know I'm a big fan of my girl.
Because I know when I saw Tyler the Creator, I was really expecting Frank Ocean to come out,
And he just didn't. Yeah, but I feel like at this point they're so far, they're not as connected in their
Frank
career
hasn't
as anything in New York is like than Pop Smoke. I don't know the last biggest concert there was in New York.
Okay,
before his death.
Okay, outside of Pop Smoke, they're gonna do a tribute. That's fine.
Yeah.
Who did you say you were most excited to see?
Ruby Rose.
Be serious.
I can't. God, I can't wait to see her in person.
Can you be serious?
Not her music, but I can't wait just to see her in person.
Can you be serious?
Honestly, why AJ? Because he's probably no, maybe he might be who I listen to the most on here, like a regular day-to-day basis. Honestly, you know what? Uzi seems like a good performance.
It was really good when I saw him. You know who?
Roddy Ricch is the answer. That's
you know who is really good live? That was kind of shocking. Denzel
Rose.
Curry.
Really? You think he was shocking? I feel like he has a lot of energy.
It was great. It was really good.
There's a lot of big names on here. I hope you guys are still listening to the podcast at that point when we do our post game analysis of Rolling Loud 2021 COVID edition. Hopefully the super COVID doesn't spread by then, so we don't super die.
And this is Eric's first festival,
yeah.
So it will be an experience, but also very exciting, I think.
As someone that's been to a couple of festivals, what tips and tricks would you give to a rookie like me, like somebody just stepping fresh into the festival game?
Number one, get a hydration pack, Camelback.
Hydration what?
Hydration pack. So it's basically a backpack for water. It holds like a liter or so of water. People use it when they go hiking. That's like the best tip I can give anyone because you're going to be walking a lot. And at least like when we go to Firefly and when we went to Alabama for Hangout, it was...
God, you went to Alabama? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it was very, very hot. And it's a good thing because you don't have to carry a water bottle. It's a little backpack and it has a straw so that you make sure you're still drinking water. That's like the number one thing. And just to be prepared to walk and be okay going to sets by yourself if conflicts happen and your friends want to see someone else.
That's right. I was gonna say like.
Yeah. So the schedule.
I'm gonna be real upset if they gonna put Y and J at the same time. Somebody else want to see.
So for me, when I went to Austin City Limits, like one of the biggest people that I really wanted to go for was Childish Gambino, and I wanted to see Billie Eilish. That was in 20.
Damn, you didn't see Billie?
19. So that's the thing. So Billie's set literally was like, and then it was like 15 minutes later was Childish Gambino's set. I wanted to be in the front for Childish Gambino because, as most people know, some might not, I'm obsessed with him. So I wanted to be in the front. So I missed Billie Eilish to get in line to be up front for Childish Gambino.
Damn.
So sometimes you have to prioritize, like, I know
I gotta get live to see the coochie, man. Oh,
I know.
I gotta get up front to see Ruby Rose. Oh my lord.
I know the first festival I went to was in 2017. I went to Firefly, and I feel like we missed so much because we were scared to branch off from our group. I mean, it was just two of us, but we were scared to go see different sets.
Yeah. So that's good advice.
Yeah. So it was a lot of compromise, and there were people there in 2017 that I wish I would have seen, but we were compromising, so I would miss a set so she could see someone or vice versa. And a lot of the times, like, we hung out in the back, and it's the same experience, but it's not the same experience. Like, you're at a festival, go be in the crowd, like, have a good time, whatever. So in 2018, we went back to Firefly, and I invited another friend. And there were all times where we went to see different people. Like, um, I wanted to see Passion Pit, yeah, because I would have felt horrible had I missed them, and they wanted to see Kygo. So I went by myself, and they went to their set, and then we just met and left.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was a lot. They wanted to see someone that I didn't want to see, so I feel like just being open to go to your own sets because
You guys are gonna be so upset when I leave the J. Cole performance to go see the City Girls. You are gonna be.
I cannot. And
Yeah.
that's what's hard too, because sometimes the lineups.
No, it's not.
No, sometimes the lineups are really, really stacked and they overlap, and it's frustrating.
I'm skipping Rick Ross.
Because it's like, do you want to miss a set or
Yes,
do
I'm
half and half?
I'm skipping Wale. I'll tell you that right now. No
Or
disrespect.
how do you want to do it? But
Yeah.
I know
Coi Leray. You know what? I'm gonna be there for 5 minutes of Coi Leray, just until Chief Keef comes on the stage, whatever set he's on.
You don't even know if he's gonna be at the same stage. You don't know what time.
If I had to guess, they would not be. Coi Leray would not be stupid enough to go anytime near Chief Keef because ain't nobody watching.
But it happens. Like, I know.
God bless whoever goes to see that performance.
But that's the thing. It's not
Her
their
family.
choice.
Her family's gonna be there.
It's not their choice. So I know I saw. There was this band I really wanted to see, Castle Comer, and they were at a small set because they're not that known.
Man, Max agreed on you.
But they were literally right before Post Malone, and nobody showed up to the set because they wanted to be at the stage for Post Malone, and they knew that. They're like, so we're gonna end the set early because we also want to see Post Malone.
Yeah,
so
I'm sorry
we're
to hear
gonna
that.
go.
You wanna go hear that nigga play fucking Sunflower? Jeez.
It was really good. I've seen Post Malone twice, and it was really well. It went. Really
I swear, if he's gonna be there, Jesus, man, these are stars.
But yeah, I think those are like my main things, and just like, you're gonna be tired, so just don't complain and just do it. Like,
What time did the festival start? Like, what was the last festival you went to?
the last festival I went to was Austin City Limits in 2019 in October.
What time did the festival start from like the first day?
So it was 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. because it was in the city, and they have a noise ordinance. So all the sets ended at 10, which was kind of lame because at Firefly, like, the last set is 2 a.m.
I was thinking it was probably gonna be like 2.
Yeah,
like 2
but they might have a noise ordinance too because it's New York. It might be in the city. So
it's gonna be in City Field.
yeah. So Firefly was in the woods. Hangout was like on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
But Austin City Limits is in the city, and they have like a noise ordinance they have to follow, which is trash. But I mean, I'm excited. Like, I'm going to Bonnaroo, Firefly, Music Midtown, and now Rolling Loud. So.
And what time frame was all those concerts? Like, where did the first one to the next one to the next one? Like, when does this concert binge, this festival binge you're going on start?
So Bonnaroo is beginning of September. Music Midtown is like middle September. Firefly is end of September, and then Rolling Loud is end of October.
So basically like
every weekend I'll be out basically. So Music Midtown is only Saturday, Sunday. So, and it's in Atlanta. So I'll probably just leave work Friday night, go to Atlanta, and then leave Sunday night and come back to work Monday if I have to. For Bonnaroo, I'll probably take Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday. And then for Firefly, I normally take Thursday, Friday, Monday. So, but I mean, I'm excited. I feel like I'm trying to compensate for all the festivals I missed last year. Because I was going.
Everybody missed it last year.
Yeah. But like, we were going to Austin City Limits, Firefly. We were trying to pick up another one. And then everything got canceled. But I also feel like a lot of the artists, like, if you look at the Bonnaroo lineup and the Firefly lineup, they're kind of similar.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I think Music Midtown, like, it's gonna be like Maroon 5, Miley Cyrus, Jonas Brothers, like that.
Jonas Brothers, all 3 of them. Well, even the 4th one.
Frankie.
Yeah. Especially
Frankie's working at the restaurant.
What?
But I know, like, at Bonnaroo, like, I'm really excited to see Kevin Gates again.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What if he like kicks you in the face because you got in the front of the crowd?
I'd probably accept it and then sue him.
That's not accepting it at all. That's like the
I'd
opposite.
be like, I love you, sir, but I want a bag. So
That's the opposite of accepting it.
yeah, but like Tame Impala too. And I wish like I could take you to a festival that wasn't just rap, so you could see like the full vibe.
No, I'm trying to have fun.
It is fun.
That's cool.
But like going to see an EDM set, like it's for me, like live music and festivals, it's a very like surreal experience for me. Even when I go to festivals, like I don't get drunk like that because I want to remember the sets, you know. And it's very surreal seeing like artists or hearing songs that you really like perform live in like an environment where it's just like good vibes and everybody's chill and happy and all that. So if you could go to like an EDM set, Chainsmokers are coming to Charlotte. Then
I don't even know who that is.
I feel like it would be good vibe, good energy. You could see the dynamics of like all of. Because I saw Denzel Curry at ACL when I was waiting to see
Did you
if
tear
he
it?
sabotage. Huh?
Did you tear it?
Did I what?
Did you tear it?
Tear what?
ACL.
I hate you so much. But yeah, so I wish it was like that, but I feel like Rolling Loud's gonna be fun. Just a lot of weed smoke.
There should be, as far as I know, there's like people I know that are also going there. So there should. Do you know like a bunch of other people that you know are going there as well?
Not the New York one. I know I wanted to go to the Miami one.
Mm-hmm.
Bad. But the dates didn't work out.
Don't worry, man. We're gonna have
Oh my gosh, Rolling Loud in California. Kid Cudi's gonna be there.
Kid Cudi.
Wait, maybe we made the wrong decision.
We did not make the wrong decision. Don't you dare! Don't you dare say that. Is Rico Nasty gonna be in the one in California? Tell me now.
I don't know, but they got A Boogie.
Okay, now you. Who the fuck?
Little Skies.
Oh my wow, this is just you.
You know A Boogie, first of all. Special guest Chris Brown and Young Thug, Future J. Cole.
When is the?
They got Soulja Boy Amine. Bro, I've been dying to see Amine. Still Young Dolph, still Ski Mask, 2 Chainz, Gucci Mane, Ty Dolla $ign, French Montana.
I don't see Rico on here.
Earth Gang.
Oh fuck, Rico's on
here. Bro, I'm kind of hurt. And it's in December. They got Jacquees.
Technically, we could still get out.
I'm like, I could probably make this work for real, and then it'd be my first time going to California.
On sale Tuesday, June 1st.
We might have to.
Is it sold out?
We might have to circle back to this.
It's already on sale. Is it sold out?
I don't know, but I would love to go to.
Because I see like, we can't.
Bro,
we can't just be doing this on the podcast.
First of all, if they have the $10 layaway, I will find a way to go.
This is ridiculous. We can't just. I have a life. I can't just throw it all away.
Literally in December. That's like 5 months away from the last one we go to.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but I can't just keep throwing my money at these concerts.
And Chief Keef is gonna be there.
I'm gonna see him once already.
So
anyway, so that's enough.
Sorry.
That's enough about this whole our festival life. Hopefully, you guys will hear our analysis of it after it happens. I want this very last brief topic while we're here, just so you guys get a full experience. Board games and card games. What defines a board game?
I feel like it has a board.
Simple as that. Just has a board. So you would disagree with the statement that card games and board games are essentially the same.
So I feel like if a card game is a board game, then it would be called a board game and not a card game.
Okay. But you think of card games are board games, but you don't think of them as the same category.
No.
Okay. So like,
I mean, they're games, yes. But I feel like board games and card games are different.
Okay. So when you think of tabletop games like that, they're all fit that category of tabletop games.
Correct.
So in that general sense, they're the same thing. Now,
I would say they're tabletop games, not board games.
Board games are tabletop games. Card games are tabletop games.
Card games are not board games.
Card game, okay, but card games are tabletop games.
Correct.
So they're the same, but they all fit the same category. Now, there are multiple, so every board game you think of, can you start naming some for examples?
Monopoly, Sorry, Life, Candyland,
And those are
Truth or Matter.
those boards have cards, right?
Correct.
So board games can have cards.
Correct.
Can a card game have a board?
No, then it's a board game.
So in Pokemon, the card game, in Yu-Gi-Oh, the card game, in Magic the Gathering, the card game, those card games, you could have a board that
I've never seen Magic the Gathering with a board.
but you can put it out there. You can have a board, but you have seen Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon where they did have a board, right?
No.
You've never seen, so it doesn't exist.
I've seen what is that one?
Bakugan.
Yeah, that's what the little things.
Yeah, you throw it. Yeah. Are you talking about the Beyblade or Bakugan?
I think it's Bakugan because I used to watch that on
Cartoon Network.
Yeah, in like early morning, like 6 a.m.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, is that a board game or a card game?
That I don't know.
It is a tabletop game.
It's a tabletop game.
But anyway, so those card games I gave, they have a certain layout for how they work.
Correct.
And they're sometimes
the card games.
The card games, though, there's a board that you place down that identifies where the cards can go for each specific role the card has. So it has a board. You get what I'm saying?
No.
Okay.
Because I've never seen a card game have a board that you could get with it, have as an optional.
As an option.
Because if you think about it,
okay.
If I don't have a Monopoly board, how can I play Monopoly? But I can play Uno without a board. I can play Magic the Gathering without a board.
But you could play it with a board as well.
Right. It's optional.
Mm-hmm.
Monopoly is mandatory. If I don't have a Monopoly board, how am I going to play? If I don't have a Sorry board, how am I going to play?
Chess, checkers, board games, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What is Connect for?
Tabletop game.
Not a board game?
No.
Why not? It just doesn't have a board.
Not a board.
But it's okay.
I feel like it's like I feel like you're trying to put it in like a hierarchy, like a diagram where like okay, tabletop games, and then underneath tabletop games, it's either card game or board game. When it could just stay as a tabletop game.
So
that's what you're trying to do.
I'm saying tabletop game
encompasses board games and card games.
Yes, there's really, but like in the third, I think the third thing would be like Bakugan and like Beyblade. You know what I mean? I don't think the third game is because I don't think Connect 4 is like Bakugan or Beyblade.
Right.
I think Connect 4 is like checkers. It's basically it's very much just like a tic-tac-toe style game.
True.
You could play tic-tac-toe. You know, I've seen like where you set up tic-tac-toe and like little like. I don't want to say boards, but like a set of tic-tac-toe game where you kind of set it up when I was a kid.
Mm.
There was that. Is that a board game?
I don't know. When I think board game, I just think like there's cards, you're moving pieces, there's a bunch of moving parts.
But there can be like different levels. You know what I mean? Like it could be multiple parts of a board game, which can include cards. Correct. And those card games.
But it's different because you can't play the game with just the cards. When it comes to a board game, like...
You can't play the game with just the board either.
It's not optional. Exactly, but you're saying some card games you can have boards.
Yeah, but it doesn't become a board. But it doesn't become a board game.
No.
But it can still have a board.
It can be optional though. Whereas board games, you need the cards and the board. They're both mandatory or you can't play.
Well, I just don't understand why the board hierarchy is so strong that when there is a board, that it just overcomes that it's not even close to being a card game anymore.
Because if I'm playing Monopoly, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I take the cards away from the board, I can't play a card game with the Monopoly cards. The board is the main focus. When you look at Sorry, the board is the main focus. You need the board to play Sorry. When you look at Life, you need it. So yes, you're looking at cards, but if I take the cards away from the board and it's like move 2 spaces, I don't have a board to do that. How can I play the game? Whereas in a card game, you can remove it from the optional board or remove it from whatever and still be able to play with just the cards. A board game you can't. Whether it has cards or not, the board is necessary and the cards are necessary.
Okay. Board games or card games in every store you can find will always be sold in the same general vicinity. They will always be sold in the same aisle, right around each other. You will always find what is that thing? Like charades, you always find that, and like Trivial Pursuit in the card game section. Trivia Pursuit, but those don't really have boards either. Is that not a board game?
Trivia Pursuit?
Yeah, I don't think there's a board.
It's a card game.
Is that a card game?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I've never played it. I've only played it like digitally.
Yeah.
So
it's just trivia.
Yeah, but those, it's a big set sold in the board game section, board and card game section.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I say they're just essentially the same thing.
I feel like if it doesn't have a board, it's not a board game.
And you just don't think Connect Four is a board game.
I think it's a tabletop game.
And everything we said is a tabletop game. It just has a. But like,
I feel like it just doesn't go any farther into a subcategory.
So it's its own. So Connect Four really is just its own category.
I would say like Connect Four, Jenga.
I could not. Jenga's a board game.
No.
The board is the set that you play. You pick the board apart.
No.
What do you mean no?
I would say Jenga, Connect Four, Don't Break the Ice. The games like Kerplunk, games like that.
That's not a board game?
Those I feel like go in a separate category. So it's like
board
games, board games, and then whatever those are.
You don't think of those just being a board game? I can't believe you just.
I feel like if I had the option of card game or board game, I'd pick board game. But I think overall it's a tabletop game.
You really don't think Jenga's a board game?
No.
Wow, I feel stunned.
Because for one, there's no board, and two, there's no cards or pieces or anything. You're just pulling from a tower.
So I'm looking up Jenga. Jenga game and board games are like generally, it's described as a board game.
Well, I don't think it is.
Well, I disagree. And thanks for disagreeing because this has been the Hey Quick Question podcast episode. I'm pausing so I can go find the episode. Is this episode 16? Episode 16, here we are.
I thought we were doing season 2.
Season 2, episode
1.
Season 2, episode 1? Dude, I'm gonna fucking forget that, I guess. I don't fucking remember.
Season 2, episode 1 or season 1, episode 16? You decide.
Can we just skip this like season 5? Where we make like $5 per episode. It's been your good pal Eric, aka at your pal Yeehaw on Twitter, Instagram. Samara, go ahead and say your name and say bye to the people.
I'm Samara. My Instagram is Samara K _KAY.
Thank you guys.
I don't use my Twitter like that.
Yes, she does. She's lying. Thank you guys for listening.
Thanks.
We're sorry for making you guys wait for so long. You know, sometimes
we're back and slightly worse than ever.
Slightly worse. God, we missed our third. God, we missed the third.
Boris, come back soon.
Thank you. Hopefully we'll be back next week. Thanks for rocking with us, guys.